Hey guys, it's Misha Bangs. Welcome back to We Need to Talk. I am so excited to be back here on my channel, and for you, thank you so much for joining in as well on these conversations, for watching, for sharing, for liking. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. That's how we grow the channel, and I get to know who am I speaking to and what you need to hear. In today's episode, I want us to talk about something that I am very passionate about, and that is social media and social media management. So, what exactly am I talking about when I say social media management? I do feel like it's a term that we hear about so often, but do you actually know what it means, right? So, when we talk about social media management, we're talking about the art or the skill of managing other people's platforms for them. I mean, I think this is a fact that we all know in this age. We are all living in a very digitally savvy world. Businesses have now had to stop just living on their premises and actually start living in the online world as well. And this goes for influencers. That's why we have this influx of people who are now popular on social media, because they've made an industry and a career of posting and being active on their social media page. Once we have all these people who are big on social media, does everyone know how to manage their own platform? Do they know what to say? Do they know what to post? And that is exactly where a social media manager comes in, because we do all that work for you. We take your brand, we listen to you, and we say, okay, what do you want people to see for you? What kind of artwork? We design your artwork. What kind of videos? We create your videos. What kind of language, what kind of tone do you want your brand to have? And we do that for you. I think that one of the biggest benefits of having a social media manager is that a social media manager is paid to do the work, and they are also paid to be consistent, because that is where the key to social media is. Are you being consistent on social media? Can you be consistent? Because consistency is where you're able to grow in your numbers, grow in your reach, grow in your impressions, grow in your video views, and especially just grow in your brand. Whatever it is you want to achieve on social media, you will achieve it by being consistent, by keeping at it. So that's where social media comes in, and then they give you the strategy that goes behind what are you doing on social media. So how did I become a social media manager? So it started off in the year 2020. COVID pandemic. There I was, just arriving in Johannesburg, and I had my very first internship at a lovely company, a big company, not just in South Africa, but continentally and internationally. This was a really big role, right? So as I was there, I started to learn about what it would take to be a digital manager, right? Digital content creator, digital, all these things. And because of the pandemic, I worked from home, and I started to grasp the idea of, wait, what I'm doing doesn't need me to actually go into an office. What I am doing just needs me to have connectivity. I need to be creative, and I can do this. If I have a phone, I can do exactly what I'm doing. So that's where I started to say, you know what, I don't want, at the end of this internship, I want to end up working for myself. Obviously, I didn't know how that works, and I think one day I'll get into the nitty-gritties of how I got my clients and everything, because it was really God who moved mountains for me in that regard. But all I knew was, I want to be in a space where I can control my hours and I can do what I'm doing, because I could tell I'm good at this. And a little bit more backstory, I did share in one of my videos, I studied English in varsity, so I'm very articulate. I'm well written. I know what to say at the right time, especially when it comes to written work. So social media came very easily for me to understand, okay, this is what this platform is looking for, and this is what that platform is looking for. Here I am now. I opened up my own business. It's called Dreamers United, where I hire social media managers on a freelance and contractual basis to assist in the work that we do. Another thing that I'm very passionate about is teaching people who work with me how to do this work. I do feel like it's a line of work that is very I won't say easy to get into, but if you really know what you're doing and you want this, you can really be in it, and it can work for you. One thing about me when it comes to social media management, I'm very passionate about it, because I'm passionate about other people's goals. That's why I made my business and I called it Dreamers United, because I understood that we all have dreams. And many of those dreams, they come to light because we put them on social media. And that's where we come in at my company, at Dreamers United, is we want to help people reach their dreams on this digital world that we are living in. So what do you need if you are thinking about becoming a social media manager? The first thing I would say, do you have a phone? Do you have a laptop? That's always number one, because you need to stay connected to people. And those are the devices that we need these days to stay connected to other people. Have your laptop, have Wi-Fi, have a source of data that will not stop and start, and will actually allow you to get the work done, right? And I mean, I know in South Africa we have something called load shedding, and that means that every now and again we won't have electricity. But as a social media manager, it is not a good excuse to say, actually, I don't have electricity, so I can't do the work. Unfortunately not. That needs you to have a backup option. Do you have devices that power you up when you don't have electricity? That is what you need. Second to that, you need to have a willingness. Social media management needs you to be very willing to learn. Social media and content creation is constantly changing. Instagram, I read this morning, is changing what they want from content creators. They don't want you to be, pushing out 5-10 videos a week. They want you to push out at least 3 to 5. And in that way, they're ensuring that you are a consistent content creator, and people can then see more of your content because you're not stopping and starting, right? So you need to be on platforms and be willing to learn this information. Second to that, I think that one of the main things that stops a lot of us is starting. Like whether it's a YouTube page, whether it's a business, whether it's anything, we all struggle to start things. In your social media management journey, you need to learn to just start. Just start, my love. Just start. Get out there, open your laptop, find out what you need to start, create that portfolio, create that CV, reach out to someone. Speak to someone and say, you know what, can I manage your platforms? I can do it for free. I just want to learn. Be willing to learn. Be willing to put yourself out there and just do the work. The rest, honestly, is just up to God. I know, I told you earlier, one day I'll share my story about how it happens for me, because I really do feel like that's a God process that I go through. Thank you so much for watching this video. I didn't want it to be a long video. I wanted you to get to know me and exactly what I stand for when it comes to social media management and why I think it's so important. And if you are looking to book me and my services, you can head on to email me. The email, I'll put it right here below. It is mihle@thedreamersunited.com. If you would like any assistance or coaching or anything of that nature, just send me a DM and we'll see what we can do. You have reached the end of this video. That's it. I didn't want it to be long, like I said. Thank you for watching. Thank you once again for coming back. Please make sure you subscribe. Please share the video if you found great insight in this and you know someone who would also benefit from this. I do feel like social media management is something that as South Africans, we are still just picking up. We are just picking up onto these other careers that are out there for us, but we need to grab onto them and we need to show people that there is more. There are ways of making money out there that do not include always sitting in an office. Anyways, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate you. I'll see you back here next time. Thank you and bye-bye.